The opinions expressed in the following program are solely those of the host. The following program may contain coarse language and is intended for an adult audience. Listener discretion is strongly advised.
Welcome to Climax Radio, the home of new music, hidden gems, and great talk to start your day with a bang. Spice up your long and boring commutes to and from work. Get excited again. Listen to Climax Radio in your car, on the bus, or riding the rails. And now, the hosts of Climax Radio, Magnum and Radio Free
G. Once again, from Mission Control, taped live in front of a nude studio audience. This is Climax Radio Show. I'm your host, Radio Free G, along with
Mr. Magnum here.
And this is episode 5, and it is an episode of changes. We have received an enormous amount of feedback on the show. And primarily, we started this so that people could listen to it on their way back and forth to work. That was the market that we were trying to hit. People who got tired of listening to the radio. They didn't want to be slaves to their MP3 players. They just wanted to put something on, let it play, instead of making your own playlists and tagging all your own music and changing the ID3s, whatever. So they told us that 2 hours show in one file was a bit too long for them to take on their commute. Not everyone has the iPod where if it's a podcast, Mr. Magnum was just informing me of this earlier, that if you have a podcast... Well, how does it work?
For continuing from
exactly.
Okay, so...
We'll give Apple a free plug, because if they want to send us an iPod Touch, I'll take it. Go ahead.
We should put an address in first, but anyway.
Don't worry, they can reach us. Our email is on the site. We have the 1-800 number. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
Anyone out there from Apple, you can reach us.
Yeah, 16 gig iTouches our way.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the way this works is Apple users, people that work on the Macs, and when they put a podcast together, they can output their stuff in MP4 format. Unlike us, we put out our stuff on MP3. So the difference is MP4 is like for Mac users, iPod users, iTunes users. And what's nice about the MP4 version is that when you listen to a podcast and then stop it midway, let's say you get off the bus, you go to work, end of the day you're back on the bus, you push play on that same podcast, it'll continue from where it left off. Right?
See, this is radio, so people can't see my face. But when you told me that at the beginning, I was stunned. I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah.
It just makes me want one even more.
Yeah. It's pretty handy, so you don't have to fast forward to the point where you had to remember you left off.
And of course, the problem we run into is that 90% of the MP3 players are iPods. And 90% of the computers are running Windows.
Right.
So we're not moving into that MP4 realm.
No.
Just yet.
First of all...
We may in the future, but not now.
Apple needs to send us a Mac to put out MP4s.
Yes.
First of all.
We need one of the new iMacs.
Yes.
With the, that nice big screen with
titanium.
the CD drive that's on the side.
Right. And it's made out of titanium, I think.
Exactly. Bulletproof.
Yeah.
Because we do, in Mission Control here, we are in front of a window and I don't want to get sniped.
Right.
So we need a Mac, and then we need 2 iPod Touch 16 gig.
Yeah. Unless you want a Mac for yourself, so we need 2 Macs.
I'm not that comfortable working in the Mac
okay.
environment. I will learn in the studio.
Okay.
And then I'll put out the call later.
Okay. Well, I'm eager to get my hands on a Mac for its fun audio-video editing and, that kind of environment. But anyways, we are putting out MP3s because it's just compatible with Windows users and iPod users.
That's right. And getting back to the why we brought that up, we received feedback that 2 hours was a little bit too much. So what we're going to do from now on, we are going to cut the show up into 2 parts. We're going to have, for instance, we're going to have episode 5 today. This is part 1. We're going to have part 2. They are going to be self-contained shows so that when you upload your podcast, you'll still get an entire show in part 2, but we'll come out and tell you at the beginning, by the way, this is part 2. Make sure you go back and download part 1. I don't know if some people have it set to automatic download, and there are some people who don't run iTunes, so they will just be going to the site, clicking the file, and downloading it from there.
Mm-hmm.
So this way, we're going to try and keep it to, a CD's worth of material, 75 minutes or less. That way you can put it in your vehicle, you can burn it, you can put it on your iPod. We're trying to give you as many options as you need to experience Climax Radio Show.
Yeah. We need to shrink it down so people can take it with them on CDs.
Exactly. Now this doesn't mean you're getting less show.
No, it's the same show.
Heaven forbid. It doesn't mean you're getting less show. It's the exact same show, just cut up for your convenience. So that's the administrative side today.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get down to the music that we brought. I have 3 songs today. 2 of them are actually unreleased, and you cannot buy them.
Oh, nice.
Yes. One is from Guns N' Roses, the Chinese Democracy album.
Ooh.
I have mentioned it so many times in past episodes.
You have.
It doesn't take much to know that I'm a fan, and I'm waiting. I mentioned one song in particular called There Was a Time. That's the song that I brought here today to play. I have a song from, and this is a first for me, I have a song from a movie soundtrack.
Oh.
This is from Pop Goes My Heart.
Pop Goes My Heart.
Yes.
Why does that ring a bell?
That is the song from Music and Lyrics. That was a movie a little while ago. I'll get into it again later.
Yes,
but
yes.
As far as movie soundtracks go, this movie soundtrack is a keeper. Most of them are just collections of crap. This one is really nice. They kept it short and sweet and to the point with music that's actually in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And the subject matter of the movie itself is also really nice. But as I said, I'll get to that later. And I have a song from T-Pain. I've just recently started listening to him quite a bit. I like him. I don't know why, but something about his music just makes me happy. Just seeing his face online makes me smile. And this is an unreleased track from T-Pain. It's called Calm the Fuck Down. Mr. Magnum, let's have your set list for the show.
Okay, my set list. I'm going to be honest with you. I have been extremely lazy these past few weeks. So I've put together a collection of mashups and a couple of U2 remixes that I don't think you've heard.
Are these from those like Colors and Fruit CDs
those
that get
Fruit
sent
Lake
out?
CDs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. And there's I didn't know there was that many of them, and there's tons of them, and I finally found them.
Well, those are the ones that come from being part of the fan club, correct?
That's right. They shipped off. Well, I think from what I read, the fan club only shipped out 2. One was 3. One was Melon, More Melon, and the third one was I don't know. I can't remember, but that's from what I remember. They originally sent out to the subscribers, the fan club. But there's so much more. There's strawberry, grape.
But if
pomegranate,
if they weren't sent out, are they official bootlegs?
I have no idea.
Like who made them, or are these just guys making stuff and calling it strawberry, mango, passion fruit?
See, there's 2 things. There's 2 categories. One is remixes for propaganda, which was the fan club, and then there's remixes not for propaganda, which is like this label that they put on the CD cover, that the image that's you download with the songs. So I have no idea if the organization even recognizes these rest of these bootlegs.
So you will have links to the. I guess
I have
in
many
lieu
links.
of buying the CD, we're going to put up links to propaganda.
These CDs are free.
Oh, they're free.
Right. You can't buy them. They're free.
Okay.
They're free. So, and I've been searching for these CDs for at least 6 years.
Wow. That's dedication.
Yeah. And finally, someone has posted almost, I guess, all of them up.
This is going to be an odd posting for us when we post part 1 of episode 5, since we want people to buy the music, but there's nothing to buy.
Yeah, you can't buy...
Which may serve as a kick in the ass to at least one of the artists that I'm going to be talking about, Axl Rose.
Right.
Get your shit out.
Right.
So I guess, is that all the admin taken care of?
That's all the admin.
That's all the admin. Excellent. So let's get right into the music. I am going to start with, obviously, Guns N' Roses. The song is called "There Was a Time." I've mentioned it a few times on the show. It's from the unreleased CD, Chinese Democracy, which may be the greatest CD that no one's ever heard. I have been scouring the internet trying to find songs from the CD that could be from the CD, because everything is a crapshoot that you find out there, right? I put together my own mix of songs. The stuff that I have, 90% of the songs sound like they're studio quality songs. And the reason that I want to buy this CD when it comes out is because since 1996, Axl Rose has had so many people in the band. I want to know who plays what on these songs. Because of the 17 or 18 songs that I have in my mix, I want to see which 10 or 11 make the cut to become official Chinese Democracy tracks, and then I want to see who plays on them. Because, that's the kind of guy I am. I enjoy buying the music because of the booklets and getting to know a little bit more about the artist because of that.
Now, you want to know who plays the music, but that could change, right? I mean, Axl could have written everything. Drums, guitar, piano, everything. And then whoever sits in the background for him,
I understand that,
changes every week.
But what I want to see is, because he's really big on putting together a band, and he's gone out and found musicians. He's found name musicians to be in the band with him.
Right.
So I want to see any of the guys who are gone, if any of their material made it on to the CD.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if it doesn't make it on, then I have something that other people don't have. Right? I have my mix, and who knows how long that's going to be available for. Because right now it's out there, it's floating. Like I think I mentioned an episode or two ago, late night fat sweaty DJs are getting all these leaks from the studio, right? Well, now it's out there for me. So, without further ado, this is... I don't know if it's the best track that's there, because to me, they all sound phenomenal. I get the same feeling listening to the mix that I made of Chinese Democracy that I used to get from the first few times that I listened to Appetite for Destruction, which, of course, is one of the greatest debut CDs and one of the greatest CDs rock and roll of all time. So here it is. Without any further ado, we will play "There Was a Time" from Guns N' Roses, and we will follow that up by letting you know how you can get in touch with us at Climax Radio. So tell me, did you climax? You love the show. You hate the show. Make your opinion count. Call Climax Bone, toll free from anywhere in North America. 1-888-49-I-CAME. That's 1-888-494-2263. Tell us what you think about the music we play. Tell us what we should play. Tell us if you came. 1-888-49-I-CAME. Always a happy ending. Compliments of Climax Radio. That is a song from the as yet unreleased Chinese Democracy album. Mr. Magnum, give me your feedback. Is this the first time that you've heard this song?
That is the first time I heard that track.
Have you heard anything off of Chinese Democracy?
Nothing. I tried to search for something. I didn't have much luck. I didn't put much.
I have a little bit to add to that, but go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I tried a few weeks ago. Nothing really deep. Just just a quick search. I had a few minutes. I didn't find anything. So, but what I heard was really good, and if the CD is as good as that song, then it'll be a very frequent playback on my iPod.
Well, I have two pieces of information for everybody. There is a fan tribute video for this song. Shot in black and white, pieced together. The website is Guns, the letter N, Roses, so gunsandroses.us. If you go to that site, I find it to be one of the best sites for Guns N' Roses news. The fan video is on there. It might even be on YouTube. You can check it out. It looks amazing in black and white. There is also a posting from November 6, 2007, where Sebastian Bach talks about the new Chinese Democracy CD, and he drops a bombshell. He says he has heard it. It is not one CD. It is 3 CDs. There is actually a concerted effort to make trilogies of songs. They will be released in 2008, the last CD coming out somewhere in 2012. Now this is Sebastian Bach, Freakazoid number 2. I don't know how much stock you can put into what he's saying, but he had Axl Rose sing on his latest CD, which, I mean, for anyone who cares about Sebastian Bach, he says he's listened to it, he's heard the tracks. Stuff that I have played right now, he says that's not even part of the collection. What? So, I don't know, Mr. Bach, what planet you're on, but if it's true that I have not one, but 3 CDs to look forward to, I will be a happy man for the next 6 years if I know every 2 years I'm getting a Guns N' Roses CD. And if it sounds anything like this, I'll be on cloud 9, baby.
Yeah, Freakazoid.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2. We already have number 1
We
started.
already have number 1.
That's right. So I'll see if I can get some more tracks.
Yeah,
and maybe we'll play another one. Not the next show, but maybe in episode 6.
Yeah, that was great. Great.
There's my first song.
Okay, my first song. I'm gonna pull out one of the mashups I dug up. The first mashup is called "The Money Song," and it's been put together by. Now I don't know if it's a team of people or just one guy, but they call themselves or himself Team 9. Okay, the website doesn't give me too much information, which is team9.net. There's a lot of mashup posts from this DJ, and the one I'm bringing out today is called Team 9's Money Shot Song. So what we have here
is that the number 9 or the word 9?
Number 9. Number 9.
Okay.
So what we have here is, okay, like I haven't heard half of these people in this mashup. So it's Hard Fi versus RHCP versus the Flying Lizards versus ABBA versus Jay-Z.
Well, you've heard of 2. You've heard of 3 of them.
I've heard of 3 of them.
Okay. Jay-Z.
So when I listened to it, I liked it. So I decided to.
So 5 artists all together in this one mashup.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I decided to bring it to the Climax listeners.
Is this is available for download at team9.net?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Also at mashuptown.com, which is just a general collection of mashups.
You know what I think we'll do this time? I think because we have a lot of unreleased and stuff material, maybe we should just put up the websites. We can put up Team 9, we can put up gunsnroses.usa.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
We'll make that the link for the song title.
Definitely. Yep.
Okay. I am ready.
Alright, so here it is. Team 9's Money Shot Song.
My pocket, there's a hole in my pocket, there's a hole in my pocket.
Money, cash, money, cash, money, cash, money, cash. More money, more cash, more hoes. 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 More money, more cash, more hoes.
Best things in life for free.
Cash my shit,
You can give them to the birds and bees.
cash my shit. Money, money, go to a cash machine to get a ticket home. Message on the screen says don't make plans, you're broke. No, this can't be right. I know the times is tight. I've only just been paid 3 weeks, 5 days till I've seen right.
It's a rich man's world.
More money, more cash, more hoes. 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 More money, more cash, more hoes.
I tried to phone a friend, my credit's in the red. I tried to skip the fare, ticket inspectors there. No, this can't be right. I live an honest life. It seems like sometimes you don't cross the line, you don't get by.
It's a rich man's world.
Money, cash, money, cash, money, cash, money, cash, cash, more hoes. More money, money, cash, money, cash, money, cash, money, cash, cash, more hoes. More money, more cash, 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 more money, more cash, 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 more cash, more cash.
Money,
Your love gives me such a thrill.
cash my shit.
But your love won't pay my bills. I want
Money, cash my shit. Cash my shit.
it's a rich man's world.
What'd you think of that?
I liked it. I was surprised I was able to pick out as many elements as I did.
Yeah.
While we were listening, I asked where the Chili Peppers were, and you
Yes.
had to point it out to me. But then as soon as you said, "There's the guitar riff from Downey, California," I was like, "Ah, yes. How could I have been so silly?"
Right.
Because then it's like, "Oh, well, there it is. It's as plain as the nose on your face," and I can't believe. I was also going through the website.
Yep.
These guys put out a really nice site. I like the way that it's organized,
Uh-huh.
and they're just giving these things away for free.
Yeah.
Because they have, from here, I can see that they have, Team 9 has remixed the latest Britney Spears song.
Mm-hmm.
They put up a little story for each song that they go through.
Yeah.
And then down at the bottom, they have a collection of about 7 or 8 different songs.
Yes.
You can put together a CD from this, like a party mix CD or something from this in a heartbeat.
yeah. Yep.
You know? I really like this.
Team 9, baby.
Disclaimer, all the tracks are made for personal enjoyment. Some have been okayed by the bands, and some haven't. Well, then we're brothers in arms, aren't we?
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you very much, Team 9. I like that. I think we'll be featuring some more stuff from them in the future.
Oh, yeah.
Any more thoughts on that?
I liked it. I can't believe they made use of ABBA.
Well, into everyone's life, a little rain must fall. Yes.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Okay, your turn.
I am going to the second unreleased song that I have, and this is from T-Pain. Now, for those of you that do not know, T-Pain is he's kind of hard to describe. You can't really put him in any genre. He may be a crunk artist. He's mixing together reggae, funk, soul, R&B, hip hop. The first CD that he put out was called Rapper Turned Sanga, which is sort of Ebonics for rapper turned singer. And when you listen to it, I don't know if it's studio magic that makes his voice sound the way that it does, but if he sings like that naturally, the guy has talent. It's just it's very light, very melodic, and the way I think he does a little bit of producing. I don't know if he does production on his own tracks, but I know that he guests in almost every hip hop video that's out there right now.
Oh, I see.
They have him in there. So I mentioned Rapper Turned Sanga, which of course had the immortal song "I'm in Love with a Stripper." Find a copy of it, buy it just for that song. It's worth it. And the CD that's out right now, the current one that he's hawking, is called Epiphany. It contains songs such as Bartender, Buy You a Drank, because it's DRANK. So yeah,
A drank.
A drank. I think you got to turn your head to the side too. Buy You a Drank. And
What?
Tallahassee Love. Yes, if you go to his website, he looks like a hip hop artist, but his music has soul and R&B. It's a little mix of everything. And of course, this song here, anyone who's in a relationship, sometimes your significant other, they will get on your case. Have this song playing. Have it ready on the iPod. Have it ready on your music delivery system of choice. Have it favorited, and play it whenever you need to calm down. So, from T-Pain, unreleased, premiere here on Climax Radio Show. This is Calm the Fuck Down.
I don't know. Oh, say I'm doing nothing, but it's something no matter what I do. You can go. Ooh, pack your bags and run it, get the money, girl, it's all up to you. I can stay on. Around with all this fussing and this arguing and cussing and me. Go away, hundreds times of 50s when them 40s get them buzzing, you'll see. But baby girl, I'm not gonna take all of this fussing and hollering, moving and tossing shit around. You best not throw them pots and them pans in here. I'm the man in here. You better calm the fuck down. Baby girl, I'm not gonna take all of this fussing and hollering, moving and tossing shit around. You best not throw them pots and them pans in here. I'm the man in here. You better calm the fuck down. Ooh, now I know. Oh, all your friends want me and you to break up, to make up. It's for sure. Ooh, they just play your haters, commentators, tell them hoes that you face up. 'Cause we in love. They don't wanna see us happy, walking, talking, doing our thing. But hold up. Ooh, you can't disrespect me, bitch, get out and give me back all my change. But baby girl, I'm not gonna take all of this fussing and hollering, moving and tossing shit around. You best not throw them pots and them pans in here. I'm the man in here.
One more thing. I mentioned that he had a website before. I did not mention it on the show. I'd like to correct that right now. You can find him at t-pain.net. So, Sir Magnum, what did you think?
Well, that caught me off guard because I was expecting something along the lines of the last few words of that song.
Yes.
Something like that, something rough.
We played a song like that a little while ago. Bitch better have my money.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
No, I'm telling you, you go to the website, you check this guy out. T-Pain, the most important thing for me is, he says it in his own words, he's an artist who's not afraid to take chances. So, you really never know what he's going to come out with, and most of the stuff on his CDs, it kind of has that mellow groove to it.
Oh.
There's even one part where it's a track that it's not a song, it's a story set to music. You don't hear that often, but it's a nice break because he has quite a lot of music on the CD.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone who gets a chance, Epiphany, T-Pain, check it out.
Nice, thank you for that. Very mellow,
except for the end.
Except for the end.
Except for that last
which put it all into place.
Shocks you back.
Yes, it does.
You better get my face, bitch!
All right. So, my second track. Okay, my second track is... I feel like I'm in kindergarten, eh? My second track is from the album In the Name of the Father, the soundtrack. I originally found this track from a download which was called Complete Solo Projects. Bono's Solo Projects. And someone has put together about 5 volumes of music, about 5 CDs, of just, it's mostly just Bono doing some extra work.
Now, are these finished items?
These are finished items.
So he just goes in and says, I'm going to record a CD today.
Like, I got one, Bono and Andrea Bocelli.
Okay.
So anyway, to the track I brought out, it's called Billy Bula. It's a funny track. It'll probably give you a chuckle.
Now, the song... In the Name of the Father.
Yeah,
that was the name of the CD it came off of.
That is the soundtrack.
There's
to the movie.
There's a movie in the Name of the Father.
Yes. Now let me give a few words on that.
Okay.
Bono chose to collaborate with a woefully underappreciated Gavin Friday for the soundtrack to this Neil Jordan film with stunning results. I haven't heard the whole CD. The title track and Billy Bula predated the electronic movement in the States by a few years, but manages to sound vital and contemporary by any standards. Herein are the seeds of what U2 would try to reap on their pop album.
Well, now I'm intrigued because pop is one of my favorite CDs of all time.
Yeah, it does get... I gotta find it. It's sitting on my shelf.
Somewheres? You don't have
Not
it on
somewheres.
your...
I have it. It's not on my iPod.
You don't have it on your computer, ripped somewhere?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't
I
keep.
don't.
You don't keep everything on your computer?
No, not everything.
No.
No.
Too much, or you just don't have the time?
Too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was to sit down and start ripping, who knows when I finish?
Yeah, for real.
My computer will be out of date by the time I finish. I have to start over.
Out of date? You need more hard drive space?
Exactly. You have to daisy chain
Get
everything together.
Terabyte of hard drive space.
Terabytes. Downloading that could happen with a terabyte. But yes, so this track you said is this puts it at around what
94.
94?
Yeah.
Okay.
So here is Billy Bula off the In the Name of the Father soundtrack. there you have it, Billy Bula.
The one thing that popped into my head that we were talking about while the song was playing, you mentioned all the electronic
Yes,
stuff.
that was the description I got. Product description.
Yeah, see, I didn't really hear that in there. I don't know if that's just the soundtrack as a whole
Right.
to the film.
Yep.
But that song, it didn't sound like anything off Pop Mart, because Pop Mart, you can really tell they dove right into it.
Right.
But this song, it just sounded like, you could
normal-
get 5 or 6 guys together and
Right.
play that song.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I did go look at the lyrics.
Uh-huh.
Now the song sounds great,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
But you can tell that they just kind of threw some lyrics together.
Yeah.
They started the first half of the song really, really well, and then they just start like making noises. Like he starts scatting.
Yeah. Well, that's why I found it funny.
Which it's hilarious because if he was to take this to U2, this song is in a state right now where he could bring it into the studio. They could let the geniuses go to town on it.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Fix it up a little bit, do whatever, and then he could just write the last half of the song,
Yeah.
and it would be set to go.
Yeah.
Everything.
Anything half-assed from then sounds good.
I mean, think about it. This is a little half-assed thing, and it's better than 90% of the shit you hear on the radio. I mean, honestly, can you compare that to the Britney Spears track, which I was reading in the paper?
Yeah.
They are wondering if she even was present when that CD was being made,
Oh, really?
because the people who have listened to the entire CD,
Yes.
they say that her vocals on the CD, there is never 1 second of any track where her voice is not distorted in some way.
Oh, really? That
Most of-
that CD is like appearing number 1 on the chart, on the purchase,
And I don't
charts.
I don't understand it. It was number 1 because they weren't counting the Eagles.
Oh, that's right. The Eagles beat them.
The Eagles, I think, doubled her, but they were only being sold at Walmart, and for some reason there's all this shit about how it gets tracked. You know what? If you got Britney Spears competing with the fucking Eagles, right? Like, there's a problem.
Yeah.
There's a problem that we have to correct. And you correct it by listening to Climax Radio Show.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
You send this link out to anyone and everyone you know, turn them on to the show, because, look, the Eagles, fine. They had their time.
That's right.
Time has now passed them by.
Yeah.
Britney Spears, I don't know how she has a career.
Jesus Christ.
Okay?
I know.
She came to the party as a dancer.
Yeah.
Maybe she could sing when she was a little kid, but after puberty hit, her voice was not there.
Well, now she's just a wreck. She's a train wreck.
But you know what? It doesn't take away. You love the artist, not the art. Or sorry, you love the art, not the artist. I had that backwards. Right? There's a lot of people in the pantheon of rock and roll who are not nice fellows.
Right.
And may have had their problems.
Mm-hmm.
But the music they put out stood on its own. What's happening with someone like Britney Spears? She doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
And she somehow has a career and sells millions and millions of CDs, gets millions and millions of dollars, can get into car accidents on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I get one fucking ticket and I'm paying for it for the rest of my life with insurance costs. But, okay, we're straying off topic. The point is, Half-Ass U2 is better than almost anything else that's out there. So I want to thank you again. Where you pull these from, I don't know. But every time I know that I'm coming here and you can play another small snippet of U2 for me, it's great. It always makes me happy.
I look forward to it because I know that the hard to find, the stuff you don't find. I know it's just fun to listen to with any artist.
Exactly. So now I'm gonna do my last song.
Right.
And this will be the end of part 1 of episode 5 for this week. And we will be making part 2 soon. So don't forget, just because this show is coming to an end, there is another half to the show. We want to make sure that everyone gets on board with that, and then we won't even mention it later on. We'll just say that's the end, blah blah blah. But for right now, because of all the feedback we received, we're going to end the show a little bit early, and then pick it up again in part 2.
Right.
So my last song is called "Pop Goes My Heart." It's actually credited as an artist to Hugh Grant.
Wow.
Yes, it's from the Music and Lyrics soundtrack. The only word that describes it is fun. It's a throwback to the 1980s. The plot of the movie, music and lyrics, is based loosely on the history of the 1980s group Wham with George Michael and Andrew Ridgeley.
Okay.
Hugh Grant plays the Andrew Ridgeley character. And if you're saying, who the heck is Andrew Ridgeley?
He was the...
He was the other dude in Wham, exactly.
Exactly. He was the guitar player.
He was the guitar
Stood
player.
next to...
yes.
But a little bit back.
Just slightly behind.
Yes.
So he plays that particular character in the movie. They never mention Wham, but it becomes rather obvious. If you get a chance, try and find the video for this song. They actually made a music video. It's included in the movie. If you don't want to rent the movie and watch it, I'm sure you can find it on YouTube or whatever. It's called Pop with an exclamation point, Goes My Heart. So, the less it's said about this, the better. Since I mentioned Wham, you'll know exactly where this song is coming from. So without further ado, here is Hugh Grant with Pop Goes My Heart from the music and lyrics soundtrack.
I never thought that I could be so satisfied. Every time that I look in your angel eyes, a shock inside me that words just can't describe. And there's no explaining. There's something in the way you move I can't deny. Every word from your lips is a lullaby. A twist of fate makes life worthwhile. You are gold and silver. I said I wasn't gonna lose my head, but then pop goes my heart, goes my heart. I wasn't gonna fall in love again, but then pop goes my heart, and I just can't let you go. I can't lose this feeling. These precious moments we have so few. Let's go far away where there's nothing to do but play. You've shown to me that my destiny is with you, and there's no explaining. Let's fly so high, will you come with me tonight? In your dress, I confess you're the source of light. The way you shine under starry skies, you are gold and silver. I said I wasn't gonna lose my head, but then pop goes my heart, goes my heart. I wasn't gonna fall in love again, but then pop goes my heart, and I just can't let you go. I can't lose this feeling. A twist of fate makes life worthwhile. You are gold and silver. I said I wasn't gonna lose my head, but then pop goes my heart, goes my heart. I wasn't gonna fall in love again, but then pop goes my heart, goes my heart. I said I wasn't gonna lose my head, but then pop goes my heart, goes my heart. I wasn't gonna fall in love again, but then pop goes my heart, and I just can't let you go.
T&M's Voices. Log on today at tnm.sureshotmedia.com or subscribe through iTunes. Just search T&M's Voices and listen to Tito and Magnum bring sexy back.
I'm bringing sexy back.
What the heck is a mangina? You're listening to Radio Free G. Get your fix of the Radio Free G podcast on iTunes or head straight to radiofreeg.blogspot.com. End transmission. That was Hugh Grant from the fictional band Pop. No relation at all to Wham! And with Pop Goes My Heart.
I like that. I like that little ditty.
You would like listening to the rest of that soundtrack as well. There's a whole bunch of riffs they do on older Wham songs.
Oh, great.
And also, see now it sounds like we're just picking stuff out of the air, but we come to the show prepared because in that movie there is a character, a Britney Spears type character, and we were just talking about her.
Yes.
So don't think that this is just some serendipity happening. There is planning and effort that goes into each and every show. Climax radio show, we put out only the best for you, the greatest listeners in the world. So, for time constraints, that's going to be the end of part 1 here for episode 5. We're going to be putting out episode 2 as soon as we can make our music lists, put it together, and get it done in the editing room. At the end of each show, we're going to try something a little bit different. We're going to standardize our, promo spots. Mm-hmm. You've already heard at the end of the first song, we always give people a chance. We let them hear about the climax line so that they can get in touch with us if they hear anything else in the show. At the end of each show, we're also going to play a short little promo for the individual endeavors of both myself and Mr. Magnum. We have other podcasts on the side that we just kind of, those are like our experimental podcasts. We fool around with them. We see what we can get iTunes to pick up from us. We get all of our ideas from there. That's where we go and mess around. Mr. Magnum, the name of yours is?
T&M's Voices, hosted by Tito and Magnum.
And Tito is
my co-host.
Co-host on T&M. And the website is?
It is, there's a number of ways you can reach us. csalradio.blogspot.com or t&m.sureshopmedia.com.
Excellent. My other show is simply entitled Radio Free G, and that's radiofreeg.blogspot.com. You can look it up in iTunes as well. Everything that we put out is available through iTunes, so you can subscribe to it. We would greatly appreciate it that if you like Climax Radio, please check out our individual shows. They're not music-based. There may be music played, but they are more current events, newsy, society and culture, all that kind of stuff. I know in my show I try to hit a little bit of everything.
Right.
I have shows on poetry. I have shows on the Canadian military. I have shows on people who like to sue me. Like it's a little bit it's a little bit of everything. And I know that T&M's does a really good job of looking at primarily local issues such as politics.
Yes.
All the local environmental issues.
Yes.
And you are expanding your scope soon, hopefully international, because from...
Oh, yes, of course. Of course. Because we cover, just like it's the internet, so everyone around the world listens to us. So we don't just cover the local issues, we cover international issues, the United States, Europe. It depends. But we always, the big thing is we always have, most of the time we always have a special guest.
Exactly, on the line. Correct. I don't know how you get them or how you get them to say the things that they do, but it's always a treat. And anyone that goes to climaxradioshow.com, you can see we have a little item called the cluster map. You can see where hits are coming to our website. They're coming from all over the globe.
That's right.
So we want to put that out there. That's just... For today's show, we're going to let people know the format. That's how we're going to end off each show from now on. So, we will wrap up part 1. Don't forget, part 1 of episode 5. Part 2 coming shortly. Always a happy ending. Compliments. Climax Radio.
You've been listening to Climax Radio. Subscribe for free on iTunes and visit us on the web at climaxradioshow.com. Always a happy ending. Compliments of Climax Radio.